is SoCal Bob right here. And I had a really wonderful conversation with one of the folks that I talked to, and the idea that, well, worship at church, shouldn't be entertainment, it's entertainment. Well, here's a acid test for you. If you're sitting back, eating popcorn or munching on a bagel, sipping your coffee and just watching the show, wow, look, Marge, what a voice that guy has. Ooh, look at those guitar licks. If you're so busy watching, observing, gee, look at Freddie, he's got a new hat, then that's probably a signal that you're not worshiping. When you're worshiping, you get lost. Just like the man I talked about a while back who had the cup of water. He swore he was not going to go to church no more. I ain't coming no more to church. And he listed off all the things that were happening in the church. And how the little boy had a blue striped hat with cloisonne pins from a amusement park, and how the old lady's hairpin was crooked. And this guy spent all his time critiquing and looking around. And so the pastor said, take that water, and I don't want you to drop a drop of it. Walk it around the church twice, and don't drop one drop. Well, the guy did it successfully, and he learned something, and the pastor taught him something. When you're focused on Jesus, when you're focused on the Lord, when you're focused on the right things, then you don't notice all the other stuff that's happening. So the acid test for worship that I see is when I walked around. I looked around several months ago at a church, and people were just no hands up, mouths were rarely moving, no one was dancing or up and down. No, it's just. But the crew up on the platform, boy, they were rocking. They hit every note. They sang perfectly. They didn't miss a beat. And I looked at the clock up on the back wall, and tick-tock, tick-tock. As soon as it came to 14.50.55, and boom, they threw the mic to the pastor, and everything was like clockwork. It was just tick-tock, tick-tock. That seems more like a show than worship. Worship's sort of messy. You ever look back at all my little talks? My talks are rarely the same length of time. The talks are always a little bit variable because the Holy Spirit just speaks to me in a variable. All right, well listen, I love you. I'm going to run, but pay attention to that. Are you worshiping? Do you feel drawn into the worship? Do you feel like raising your hands? Do you feel like calling out and singing? That's probably good worship. Does the worship leader get off the microphone and just doesn't fold his hands, but does he just, praise the, encourage the congregation to sing? Does he sing songs that you know? Does he sing songs that are loved? Does he sing songs that have lyrics that really draw you into the presence of the Lord, that invites you to surrender to Him? Well, that's a good worship team. So, no, it's not about the smoke machines and the drums. Although they might have smoke machines and drums today. I mean, a lot of places do. But it's mainly about the fact that you forget about where you are, you forget about who you're near, and you focus in on the Lord, and you get drawn into the Word, and you remember His Word. All right. God bless you. Have a great day. This is SoCal Bob. I'm somewhere in Southern California. I'll find my way. Thank you.